Every day you spend waiting for the perfect moment to start, you are actually falling a little further behind. Progress rarely wanders into our lives by accident. Moving forward requires a physical push, driven directly by you. It is very common to tell ourselves that we just need to read one more book or finish one more course before we are ready. But constantly collecting information is often a quiet way to hide from the very real risk of trying and missing the mark. Notice how a single, heavy block of applied effort easily outweighs a mountain of unapplied reading. The person who learns a simple concept and immediately puts a few dollars to work consistently beats the person who memorizes 50 manuals but never leaves the starting line. When we look at who actually moves forward, the market only measures the work that is visible and active. It doesn't have a way to count the ideas still trapped in your head, which makes hoarding knowledge without using it a form of self-sabotage. You cannot reach a new level of financial comfort if you continue making the same cautious, hesitant decisions you make right now. A higher quality of life requires a higher standard of choices. To bridge that gap, try viewing your daily choices through the lens of the person you intend to become. Before you spend an hour of your time or agree to a new partnership, ask how a highly successful version of yourself would handle it, and then act on that instinct immediately. This chart tracks how different mindsets handle time. The red spike is the trap of chasing quick praise. It jumps up early but instantly goes flat. We aim for the green curve instead, building a stable foundation over a decade where the results climb massively. Most people abandon their goals if they do not see a payoff by next month. By simply giving yourself 5 to 10 years to master a skill, you effectively eliminate almost everyone else trying to do the same thing. Trading today's quick applause for a quiet, patient focus takes effort, but it builds a stable foundation that will actually support you for a lifetime. People who have already secured their financial independence rarely leave their money sitting in a standard savings account, losing value to inflation, and they avoid betting everything on heavily hyped, unstable retail stocks. Instead, they look toward alternative markets to park their capital. They seek out physical, historical items that hold clear value over time, like contemporary art in a gallery space like this one. Because there is a limited supply of these classic works, and they aren't tied directly to daily interest rates, they often hold their value even when the rest of the market is swinging wildly. This historical stability is what helps protect a family's savings over the long term. By placing a portion of your own savings into established alternative markets early on, you give those investments the long, quiet years they need to properly mature. You do not need to be a billionaire to borrow their math. Putting your money into assets designed to sit untouched for a decade perfectly mirrors the precise strategies used by the most successful investors in the world. A smart portfolio is deeply important, but it will not carry you if your primary daily income is running on half measures. Dipping a toe in the water instead of committing fully ensures you will never generate enough capital to invest in the first place. We drain a massive amount of mental energy trying to look impressive to people who are entirely uninvolved in our lives. Real confidence forms when you respect your own work ethic and know you are completely in control of your daily routine. This diagram illustrates why relying on your mood is dangerous. Watch the short burst of flame. That is motivation. It provides a quick burst of energy but vanishes quickly. Systemic discipline is the solid steel gear system taking its place, turning steadily and producing reliable results day after day. Professional execution happens when you sit down and complete your high-value tasks flawlessly, even when you feel tired, annoyed, or entirely uninspired. By removing the internal debate over whether you feel like working today, you turn sporadic bursts of effort into predictable momentum. It is incredibly easy to sit back and watch other people build interesting things. The shift happens when you stop consuming the market's output and start forcing the market to respond to your own creations. When you start moving fast, you're going to stumble. Think of every single mistake you make as a simple diagnostic test that shows you exactly where your process needs a tune-up. Testing ideas quickly means you find the flaws quickly. Identifying where your process is leaking time or capital allows you to patch the holes and optimize your engine that much faster. Dialing in your focus means your routine will look extreme to your older circle of friends. People who measure their lives in 2-week pay periods will rarely understand an operator building a massive 10-year plan. Let them be confused. Your future security is your responsibility alone. Seeking validation from people not on your path is a massive distraction you cannot afford. This area chart illustrates a quiet danger. The dark shadow is the cost of taking the easy road. It starts small, but stretched across a few decades, daily convenience compounds into a heavy, silent weight that eventually suffocates your potential. You will never possess a perfect roadmap before you begin. The most capable operators pick a logical direction, take the first step immediately, and adjust their course based on what they encounter along the way. To maintain that forward velocity, you need an absolute firewall around your attention. Protect your finite emotional energy from internet drama and endless global panic, saving it entirely for your own goals. The greatest enemy to your potential is a situation that feels just safe enough. A mediocre routine that covers your bills but starves your growth is a golden cage. It feels secure, but it guarantees you remain exactly where you are. You owe zero loyalty to a past that keeps you stagnant. The future you want requires you to intentionally burn the safety net of the life you currently tolerate. Pick one concept from this breakdown, close this video, and put it to work right now.